And the establishment isn't alone in bashing Russia as a supposed threat to America. That's what's also on the minds of tech giants like Facebook, Twitter, and Google, as revealed when the three testified to Congress.
It seemed to me you were each a little bit vague about, oh yes, we found hundreds or whatever. I'm asking specifically, were any of those other countries besides Russia that were using your platform inappropriately? It should be a yes or no.
I don't have the details. I know we definitely work to detect and repel attacks.
I know that, but were any of them other foreign entities other than Russia?
I would have to have my team follow up with you on details.
So you came prepared to help the Democrats establish about Russia, but you can't point out any other country? Is that right?
Congressman, we've put public statements on.
Okay, well, let me go to, you're not answering the question. Let me go to Ms. Downs. How about on Google? Did you detect any other countries besides Russia?
Our security team is trained to protect our services from foreign interference.
Are we going to get to an answer to my question?
My guess would be that our security team has
so you're here to guess.
attempts at breaching our security from other foreign governments as well, but that information is held confidentially even internally.
So you're only here to condemn the Russians. Thank you. How about you, Mr. Pickles? Are you prepared to identify any other foreign countries, or just here to help the Democrats blast Russia after 70 years of Russia helping Democrats?
Make these decisions based on our rules.
You're very good at dodging and refusing to answer the question.
But while the U.S. Congress may be obsessed with alleged Russian meddling, ordinary people seem far more concerned with other issues, rather painfully close to home. The latest Gallup poll shows the most important problem for Americans is their current government. Immigration takes second place, racism and the economy are also a worry. Russia is one of the least important issues, with less than 0.5% naming Moscow, despite the hysteria whipped up by the mainstream media. We can now go live to Ted Raw, leading political cartoonist, columnist, and author. Now, the Congress hearing seems to confirm that tech giants are only looking for Russian meddling. Do you think it's right that companies should only search for interference from Moscow?
Well, I'm not even sure the United States is really in a position ethically or morally to complain about any interference in its election, considering the fact that the United States meddles in the foreign affairs and elections of countless other countries, has a long history of doing so, and is even at this point occupying several other foreign countries and has very client states all over the world. But if we do accept the idea that the United States is uniquely positioned to complain about electoral interference in its internal affairs, obviously, if you're honest about it, you're looking for interference from any possible source, whether it be public or private, whether it be governmental or corporate, whether it be Russia or any other state actor or non-state actor. Focusing just on Russia at this point, given the fact that this investigation has now been going on for over 2 years, and the only quote-unquote evidence that we've seen so far has been just the so-called intelligence community and their official mouthpieces in Washington, but no actual evidence has actually been presented to the American people. I would say that, yeah, this is I would probably be starting looking almost pretty much anywhere except Russia at this point. I would think that the Russia would have come out by now.
And what do you think about that Gallup poll that really shows that regular Americans are much more concerned about other issues, and yet those seem to be ignored?
Yeah, well, I mean, I have two immediate reactions. The one thing is it's really sad. The American people have a representative democracy, and the citizens of a representative democracy have a right to have government and discuss the issues that they care about, not distractions that they don't care about. And it is true that Americans are perennially concerned about issues like rising income inequality, the difficulty of finding a high-quality job, even in an economy with relatively low unemployment, health care, and so on. And these issues are really not being addressed in any kind of meaningful way by the Congress or for that matter, by the White House. And now, in the meantime, this is just a bunch of distraction. It is also kind of, I think, something that if I were running the Democratic National Committee, I would be concerned about when you are only when you're focused on an issue that doesn't seem to really resonate with voters. The voters are going to think you're out of touch and tone deaf, and that's what happened to Hillary Clinton in 2016. She was perceived that way, and she lost that election more than Donald Trump won it. And they're heading toward a repeat of that kind of performance in the 2018 midterms and possibly in 2020 if they continue down this course.